A man was found dead on Muncie's south side, leaving investigators looking for answers.
Michael Flynn is out. Find out what convinced President Trump to ask his national security advisor's resignation.
And will we be seeing some snow flurries coming into the forecast? NewsLink Indiana starts now.
Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
And good evening. Welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Tanner Holbrook.
And I'm Bree Isom. Thanks for joining us. Our top story tonight, a dead body was found in a Muncie field earlier today. NewsLink Indiana's Alex Kilmer was at the scene and is now in the newsroom. Alex, what can you tell us?
Thank you, Bree. Police responded to a 911 call around 1 p.m. when the owner of a field off the side of East Inlow Springs Road found a dead body lying just yards away from the South Muncie home. NewsLink Indiana was there on the scene today as police investigated. Delaware County Sheriff's Department Corporal Detective Kurt Walther said that there was a 911 call around 3 a.m. about a suspicious vehicle, as well as reports of shots fired. According to the Star Press, the victim was a Muncie man in his late 30s and was found with multiple gunshot wounds. If this is indeed confirmed as a homicide, it will be Delaware County's third in 9 days. Live from the newsroom, NewsLink Indiana, I'm Alex Kilmer.
Alex Kilmer in the newsroom, thank you. Well, 2 more bodies were found today in Delphi, Indiana, following the disappearance of 2 13-year-old girls in Carroll County yesterday. 2 bodies were found in the area where they had last been seen, and according to RTV6 in Indianapolis, Abigail Williams and Liberty Gurman were last seen around 1 p.m. Monday when they were dropped near the Monon High Bridge. Sergeant Kim Riley would not go as far as identifying the bodies as the girls, but said they do suspect foul play. Police Chief Steve Mullins said that he believes the community is able to, quote, draw their own conclusions about this situation very successfully. This is an ongoing investigation, and we will continue to have updates as they're released.
In national news, another member of President Trump's cabinet was confirmed today. Former wrestling entertainment executive Linda McMahon will lead the country's Small Business Administration. The Senate voted 81-19 today in favor of McMahon. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky said McMahon will, quote, prioritize growing jobs over growing government bureaucracy. McMahon's confirmation leaves 4 remaining cabinet positions in Trump's administration, awaiting a Senate vote.
Well, just as one of Trump's appointees enters the White House, another one leaves, and late last night, Michael Flynn resigned from his position as National Security Advisor. Senator Mitch McConnell says it is highly likely that the Senate Intelligence Committee will investigate Flynn's discussions with the Russian ambassador.
The fundamental question for us is what is our involvement in it and who ought to look at it. And the Intelligence Committee is already looking at Russian involvement in our election. As Senator Blunt has indicated, it's highly likely they'd want to take a look at this episode as well. They have the broad jurisdiction to do it.
The White House said Trump asked for Flynn's resignation due to a, quote, erosion of trust.
A man has been charged with 2 counts of theft after attempting to buy a brand new Corvette with $50,000 in counterfeit bills. 24-year-old Wayne Thomas Lewis entered the American Chevrolet dealership in Muncie with a hefty down payment. Lewis offered the dealership $50,000 in cash for the Corvette. Police were called to the scene where they discovered that the Jeep Lewis arrived in had been reported stolen from an Elkhart dealership 4 days earlier. Lewis admitted to purchasing the counterfeit bills from Amazon.com, but claimed that he was, quote, test driving the stolen Jeep and that he had yet to return it. He is being held in the Delaware County Jail under a $10,000 bond.
Well, back here locally, Muncie Community Schools has received a $50,000 in grant money under the Lilly Endowment Initiative, and the money will be used to improve school counseling programs for grades K through 12 across the city. And Muncie Community Schools is one of more than 280 Indiana public and private education institutions receiving that endowment this year. And turning from that to weather, so nice today, however, warm up this weekend, plus some flurries maybe tonight?
How? It was so warm today. I don't know how flurries fit in there. David, what can you tell us?
Yeah, we might be seeing some flurries tonight, but yes, it was a very warm Valentine's Day. We have to go back to 2006 when we saw the record temperature for this day. We didn't quite beat that, so it's been that 11-year record of seeing warm temperatures. We did hit a high of 51 degrees. Fairly warm out there, but we are starting to see a declining temperature, especially for the next 48 hours. 43 currently here in Muncie with west-south winds out of the west, 10 miles per hour, and those winds will increase, and that will help decrease temperatures for the next, again, like I said, 48 hours. We'll be talking about some flurries overnight, again, that cool down, and we will be talking about weekend warmth coming up in my full forecast.
Coming up, a local group puts a different spin on Valentine's Day.
And find out who is in the running to lead Ball State Student Government Association when we come back.
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
So I've come up with a family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. SGA has announced the 2 slates that will be campaigning to replace this year's exec team, and NewsLink Indiana's Val Jones is live at the Student Center with more. Val?
Thank you, Tanner. Yes, Ball State SGA revealed today that there will be 2 slates running to replace current exec board Summit. The 2 groups that are up for consideration are Optic and Ignite 2017. Now, Optic's campaign will focus on insight, innovation, and inclusion as they look to advance technology on campus and promote mental health initiatives. On the other hand, Ignite will be focusing on growth, inclusion, and transparency while they try to reignite student passion. The first debate will be the President and Vice President debate on February 16th. A presidential debate and a town hall debate will follow a few days later. Now, voting will open on February 27th at 8 a.m. and all students are highly encouraged to participate. For NewsLink Indiana, live in the Student Center, I'm Val Jones. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Val. Ball State students will get a link to their BSU emails to vote, and winners will be announced shortly after voting closes.
The University Program Board threw an event for students to celebrate Valentine's Day. NewsLink Indiana's Camille Breck has the story.
University Program Board made it possible for students to celebrate Valentine's Day in a fun way this year. Last night in L.A. Pittenger Student Center, Ball State students stopped by for free food, candy, and to make their own teddy bears. The University Program Board throws events similar to this throughout the year. They are created to give students a fun and free way to spend their time. UPB President Angelica Watts and her committee brainstormed and executed this event with specific goals in mind.
Just to, make everyone feel loved regardless if they have like a significant other around the time, and just for it to be just really fun. Something to come out and do. It's Monday, something exciting to look forward to.
Students are invited to look out for more of UPB's events throughout the semester. In Muncie, Camille Breck, NewsLink, Indiana.
The best way to stay up to date with what's happening with the University Program Board, follow them on Twitter and Facebook at UPB at BSU.
Well, Valentine's Day is a time for loving one another and loving your computer. NewsLink Indiana's Robert Segovia has more on the love for technology.
February 14th is associated with hearts, flowers, and computers. The Tech Center hosted the event Love Your Computers in Bracken Library, Room 101. From 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., no appointments were necessary for application installation, questions about the internet, and cleaning your computer. The Ball State community was given the chance to bring computers and receive help with any of their technology needs, all for free.
You can get your computer fixed and some candy.
The Assistant Director of Unified Technology Support sat down to discuss the goal of today's event.
It's our opportunity to give back to the students. No appointments necessary. They can come in and have their computer checked out for viruses. They have a folder with a question mark. They're having issues with the internet. They may have a security question. They can come in, get a freebie and a snack, and get one-on-one assistance from our trained student personnel and full-time staff with their technology needs. So it's our way of giving back on Valentine's Day.
Over 60 people took advantage of this opportunity and were partnered with another individual that could take care of their problems. A great Valentine's Day for all who participated. In Muncie, Robert Segovia, NewsLink, Indiana.
For more information on services, go online to the Ball State website or visit the Tech Center and Bracken Library.
There are many ways to express your love for someone on Valentine's Day. And NewsLink Indiana's Max Lewis found a local group who is putting a twist on the traditional Valentine.
Valentine's Day is the day of love. Some people go with the traditional flowers, chocolates, or teddy bears, but some prefer to make their love heard.
Something in the way she woos me.
In comes the Magic City Music Men, a barbershop quartet in Muncie. Today they spent the day doing Singing Valentines, a tradition they have been doing on Valentine's Day for the past 20 years.
I just love seeing people be able to enjoy themselves and get a surprise that they wouldn't get any other time of year for me.
One of those surprises went to Kylie Staten, a registered nurse who recently married her husband Todd. The two were married last year and are celebrating their first Valentine's together as a married couple, and Todd wanted to do something special.
I was looking for something new to do each year, not necessarily for Valentine's Day, but just something to kind of keep us on our toes and surprise us.
In total, the Magic City Music Men deliver 23 Singing Valentines and say they will continue to do it for the surprise factor.
And I think it's always a surprise that people are like, oh, I didn't know it was going to be that good. And so that's fun. That's a lot of fun.
As for Kylie and Todd, Kylie said it was the best Valentine she has ever gotten.
Because I'm the center of attention, I'm not usually the center of attention, so it's kind of different.
You are with me.
Yeah.
In Muncie, Max Lewis, NewsLink, Indiana.
The Barbershop Quartet also performs at parties and corporate events. For more information, visit MagicCityMuncieMen.com.
Would you like some fries to go with that love? NewsLink Indiana's Abby Kirk tells us how one fast food chain is keeping the Valentine's Day spirit alive.
A romantic day calls for a romantic evening.
I'm just gonna get 4 cheese sliders.
And White Castle was there to help.
Pretty romantic.
Kara Burnett and her boyfriend made reservations weeks in advance for a candlelit dinner on a budget.
We're in college, I didn't want to do something. It was a lot of money.
From 4 to 9 tonight, tableside service and the world's famous sliders proved to set the mood for Havana Hughes.
The put a ring on it menu.
Put a ring on it was just one of the 4 special food items, along with love at first bite, turn up the heat, and express your love. Sure to leave your date as happy as your stomach.
Thank you.
The general manager, Andrew Agee, said for years it's been a tradition that White Castle wants to continue.
Anybody we can get out here that we can show a good time for, an easygoing price, we enjoy it.
Fried with love and made with memories. In Muncie, Abby Kirk, NewsLink, Indiana.
What a cute way to celebrate Valentine's Day on a budget. Meanwhile, we've got some snow flurries in our forecast. I believe that's what you said, David.
Yeah, it's coming tonight, but we will be seeing cooler temperatures coming up after the break. We'll be talking about how low the temperatures will go when NewsLink returns.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
And welcome back to NewsLink, Indiana. You know, Bree, I'm really looking forward to that nice 60-degree weather this weekend.
Me too. It's been so nice today. It feels like spring.
I know, it really does. David, what do you have for us?
Hey, Tanner and Bree. Yeah, we'll have to get past the next 48 hours to be able to enjoy those warm temperatures. We are stuck between two weather systems right now across the Midwest. We have this low pressure system to our north across Wisconsin and Michigan. To our south, we have another rain system down there. Those will stick in their areas until this low pressure starts to move southward overnight, and that will lead to some cooler air and some snowflakes into the forecast. We'll time that with a precision cast here in just a second. Current temperatures across the state of Indiana, you can tell to the northern part of the state, we are seeing cooler temperatures, 40 degrees in Kokomo, 41 in Lafayette, down in Bloomington, 46 degrees. So the winds are starting to change direction from a southwesterly to a northwesterly, and that will happen around 3 a.m. this evening, as we'll be seeing a low of 29 degrees with those northwest winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Again, with those chance of flurries, we'll time this out with precision cast. Yeah, by your 1 a.m. hour Wednesday early morning, we might be seeing some snow showers, maybe falling as rain to start, but it will change to all snow later on in the morning on Wednesday. Here's Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. We might be seeing just some flurries for your Wednesday afternoon. And for your Wednesday evening, I will keep in a chance for snowflakes all day tomorrow. It's going to be chilly out there. If we take a look at your day planner, we'll be seeing snow showers 9 a.m. hour, 29 degrees, bumping up all the way to 33 degrees by your 3 p.m. hour, 6 p.m. 33 as well, mostly cloudy conditions. And again, snow chances all throughout the day. No accumulation is expected. Check out those winds, though. Northwest winds 10 miles per hour, ramping up to 15 degrees straight out of the northwest. And as we factor in that, it is going to be very chilly tomorrow, looking at our wind chill values. 18 degrees for your 8 a.m. if you're walking to class or driving to work. It's going to be chilly out there, and it will only be cooler as the day goes on. 24 degrees for your Wednesday at 2 p.m. hour. So it's going to be chilly tomorrow. Make sure you do bundle up for those temperatures out there. It's going to be very chilly. Going into precision cast, we are seeing some clouds around for Thursday morning, and I do expect some snow showers for Thursday morning. Again, no accumulation is expected. As we take a look at Thursday afternoon, more cloud cover expected, but Friday looks to be a very nice day, cloud-free and bringing the sunshine for Friday. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, it's going to be a very nice into the work week and the weekend as well. 50 degrees for Friday, 55 for Saturday. Looking at Sunday, mild conditions, 57 degrees. This is a mere 20 degrees above average, guys. 63 on Monday, and our next best chances of rain come in Tuesday. 67 degrees, guys. We got to get past these next 48 hours to be able to warm up and enjoy those warm temperatures.
67 degrees.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Is it spring?
It looks to continue for the next at least week and a half. Late next week, we might see another storm system coming in. maybe some snow showers, but at least we'll have a week of warm temperatures, guys.
All right.
All right, well, thank you for that. And coming up, Ball State's men's golf team wrapped up their opening season match in Florida. Also, Muncie Central and Liberty Christian face off tonight. We'll have coverage and highlights of the game up next.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Andrew Sanders with your sports news. Starting off with hoops, Ball State's men's basketball team travels to NIU tonight. NewsLink Indiana caught up with Coach Whitford, who talked about the challenges of playing on the road.
I don't think it's challenging because of the atmosphere. I think it's challenging because playing on the road is always hard. You know, you're away from home, you're sleeping in a hotel, you're 5-hour bus trip the day before the game, and you're sitting around in a hotel. It just takes you out of your rhythm and out of your cycle, and I think that's always the challenging part, no matter where you're at.
Taking a look at the standings for the Cardinals right now, they will have a tough go to finish out the season with 4 of their last 6 games coming on the road. Now, the top 4 teams in their division each have a 6-6 conference record coming into tonight. Ball State is locked in that 4-way tie for the MAC West with Central Michigan, Toledo, and Northern Illinois, each of which they will play again before the regular season ends. Now, the Cardinals could certainly use a win tonight to break away from that pack in the MAC West. Moving on to high school hoops, the Muncie Central boys host Liberty Christian tonight. Central comes in at 6-12, not far behind their 8-12 opponent. Both teams are coming off of wins and are looking to sustain momentum as they approach postseason play. Let's take a look at the highlights. The tip-off goes towards Muncie Central as they bring the ball up the floor. And Muncie Central ends up making the first free throws of the game. Here you see the tip-off. And they got kicked off here against Liberty Christian, and they really started to pull away from them early. They get at the ball and they run the floor with Ronnie Williams draining the and one after the free throws to get the away squad going early against the strong Muncie Central defense. And here Central's Trenton Hattenfield brings the ball up the floor trying to create something for the offense, where he dishes the ball to Christian Wells, who lays it up and in to put the home team up by 5. Now, after several threes from Hatfield, Muncie Central never looked back. Muncie Central with the dominant win today. They play next on Friday, against McCutcheon. Moving into golf, Ball State's men's golf team wrapped up their Earl Yestingmeyer match play down in Dade City, Florida today. On Monday, the Cardinals split their matches, beating Ohio before losing to Notre Dame. This put the 3rd-seeded Cardinals in the 3rd-place match today against number 8 Miami. The matchup would ultimately not end well for Ball State as they end up falling 5-1 to the Red Hawks. The lone winner on the day, redshirt junior Keegan McKinney, came from their number 5 spot. This is only the first action of the spring season for the Cardinals. They return to play on March 10th at the Pinehurst Intercollegiate. And going on for the basketball game right now for the Cardinals, we have a score update. The Cardinals trail the Huskies 21-15, so they're hopefully looking to come back on them and break out of that tie in the MAC West.
Yeah, hopefully we can come from behind and win that one. Yeah. We really need a win there. All right, hey, thank you so much. After the break, your entertainment news.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Chris Schutte with your entertainment news. Fans of America's Got Talent, watch out. Nick Cannon reports he is leaving the show. The longtime host said yesterday that he had been threatened with termination by NBC executives. This comes after Cannon made jokes on his Showtime comedy special about America's Got Talent. In a Facebook post he wrote, "There's no amount of money worth my dignity or integrity." Cannon has not said which jokes NBC took issue with. Harrison Ford was involved in a passenger plane incident Monday afternoon at a California airport. NBC News confirmed Ford was piloting his private plane and coming in for a landing at John Wayne Airport. Traffic controllers cleared him for landing. When he landed in the taxiway that runs parallel to the runway, overflying a Boeing 737 that was taking off. Ford was recorded by the air traffic tower saying, "Was that airliner meant to be underneath me?" A little closer to home, the Muncie Civic Theater is bringing something new to students. The theater is providing reduced-price matinee performances of To Kill a Mockingbird tomorrow for local school kids. After the show, the kids are able to have a talk-back with the cast. Laura Williamson, the executive director of the Muncie Civic Theater, said, "The Civics campaign is going well. This is something new for us as we are trying to reach deeper into the community. Performances To Kill a Mockingbird run through Saturday, February 18th on the Civics main stage. For more information, visit munciecivic.org. That's all we have for your entertainment news. I'm Chris Schutte.
Great, thanks, Chris. David, let's take a final look at weather.
All right, well, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. We'll get some snow flurries in later on this evening into early Wednesday morning with a high of 35 on Wednesday, 42 for a high on Thursday. Some flurries early in the morning, but guys, we warm up majorly. Friday, 50 degrees, Saturday, 55, and it looks to warm up even more later on in the weekend. 57 on Saturday, 60s by Monday. So got to get past these next 48 hours to be able to enjoy some very welcomed warmth here coming up the next couple days.
I'm really looking for that spring temperature.
I just
That's all I
can't
want.
believe how it's 50 and now it's going to be 30 tonight.
Just remember, we are in winter, so we got to make sure we...
Swinter. Spring and winter.
All right, thanks, David. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to watch tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on Cardinal Vision.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a great night.